Thank you so much for, and you will stay in the whole time supporting me with the, okay, great, because I'm so
Yeah,
bad
I'll
with
be here the
technology.
whole time, so you can just focus in.
I feel more safe that somebody will like get my back. Thank you so much. And I'm aware of that, guys. I'm aware that I'm feel nervous. So thank you for joining me today. For those who don't know me, you very happy to see you, to have new friends. And for those who know me already, thank you so much as well that come back and listen to all my talk, which one of my friend who's here say that LC teaching boring meditation. So, so hopefully you can stay and listen all the boring things with me for an hours. um, so today, thank you. So today, I like to say something that different than I used to do. Usually with Big Bear Retreat, I only teach Sayadaw Utejaniya style. So my talk is only always in Sayadaw style. I never mix together with Masi style. But I'm lucky enough that we have another retreat that we'll be teaching in April, and the retreat that retreat teaching in style of Mahasi style. So for the purpose of two retreats, I'm talking in both style today, and I will make the different or the differences or the same principle in both practice, so that you guys can see this is how I practice. And just in case nobody read my bio yet, so I am Buddhist, and I was born and raised in Buddhist family. So my background to practice with Mahasi style is 12 years, and the background practice with Sayadaw Utejaniya style like more than 20 years now. So just let you know that. So I'm pretty familiar with both style, and so I will point it out if that helpful for the folks who do not see the different or see the different in there, the same things in there, yeah. Okay, so hopefully everybody already have lunch, yeah, not hungry and meditate. Because even the Buddha, he, yay, I got two thumbs up, yes. Even the Buddha said that we, oh yeah, even this finger is fine totally, not thumb. The Buddha always say that we need to take care of the body first. So if you already have lunch, then let's relax together. Yeah, in both style, we, in my understanding, that we do need to relax in both style in order for us to observe and learn about body and mind. So the next 20 minutes, let's relax together and let's learn about our body and mind together. Yeah, right. So allow yourself to be comfortable in your posture. Doesn't matter is sitting, laying down, or maybe some of you at work and standing. So just let it be the way it's already be. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to fix anything. You just need to allow, receive our senses, or feel it. Whatever you can feel, you can sense it, or you can know. And that is enough. as the body little by little settle down, you can see that we naturally know the breath, naturally know the sensation, naturally know how you feel, either emotionally or bodily. Or for those who've been practiced for some time, you can even notice that there's the sound beside my voice, that the sound in your space, or maybe some thoughts. Let all welcome all of them, the six sense door: hearing, smelling, sensation, and the mind. For those who open your eyes, seeing. For those who are, maybe you need to eat while you listening to this, you can continue eating mindfully, and you also have tasting. If you have the practice of anchor point, like the breath or the body sensation or the sound, please feel free to continue to know that. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know that you're breathing out. From beginning to the middle to the end. For those who've been practicing with receptive awareness, when you know your breath, you might also know the feeling, the thought, or maybe you know the whole process. From thought arise, so feeling follow, and then more thought arise, and body sensation. Whatever style that you practice or practice habit that you have is okay, because we do not cultivate experiences, we cultivate awareness. So right now, at this moment, if you know anything in your body, in the mind, in the feeling, you are already aware, and you're doing a great job. So continue to do that, and don't do that the whole time. Just doing that 1 second, one breath, and doing that with your heart of kindness, relax, gentle, receiving. Do not try to get anything, to fix anything, to change anything. But if that's what the mind does, and allow the mind does its job, you already notice that. And that also awareness, that also practicing, cultivating. Of course, when we meditate, we can see a lot of thinking arise. And beside you are at work, the momentum of your work is continue to arise. And that's okay. What you see in is not the thoughts, but the momentum of the thinking mind that been doing the whole morning. And what you doing is not trying to suppress it or not having that, but recognizing that. And if you can see that you get lost in the thoughts, you actually seeing this is the nature of the mind. If it does not have right view or wise view, it will be pulling into the content of the thoughts or the storyline. Allow it to happen, recognize what happened, and learn from what happening. That's what meditation is. So you're doing great. Whatever happening that you know, not good, not bad, just knowing. It's good to make a habit in the practice that remind yourself to be relaxed. And if the word relaxes make you more tense, then use whatever word that works for you. Rest, step back, gentle, ease, peace, whatever word that works for you. Just do that. Relaxation is one of the practice that very important to support awareness. So if you become an expert of relaxing the body, then you will learn about the practice, how to relax the mind. Relax the mind does not mean that we don't do anything, but It just mean that we do not follow the greed, the aversion, or the delusion motivation. So when you see the absence of this three kilesa, how do you feel? You know how to relax the body. So now learn about relax the mind. To learn how to relax the mind, first we need to recognize how the mind relax by itself. So it's a good time to check it out. Thank you, everyone. That was very beautiful sitting. Everyone have relaxation. You good? Yay! Wow, so many thumb up. Great, thank you. I'm going to talk about the Theravada, I mean Vipassana practice in two well-known tradition in Burma. One is from Sayadaw U Tejaniya, and the other one is for Sayadaw Mahasi. And then when I'm done, we will have about 15 minutes for Q&A. If anyone would like to be more clear or just about what I said, because the concept is different, but or just a question because my accent is so heavy and you cannot understand what I'm talking about, that's totally fine too. Yeah. Here's the thing. When I start to practice Vipassana with my teacher, Bante Kipapanyo, before I came to Burma and meet Sayadaw U Pandita. And Sayadaw U Pandita and Sayadaw Shumin are both assistant for Sayadaw Mahasi teaching. And Sayadaw U Pandita is well known for the succession of Sayadaw Mahasi. And Sayadaw Shumin is the teacher of Sayadaw U Tejaniya. And from same teacher, but both of them created two different styles. One is focusing on the body first, and the other one is not focusing on anything, but like allowing what to observe. So when I just started with Sayadaw Bante Kipapanyo, and he's Vietnamese, he's not Burmese. He very gentle, and we all call him like mom instead of monk because that's how gentle he is. And because of his gentleness, I learned that Mahasi style is just very kind, very kind, very gentle. And for those who know him, you know that he very well known for practice metta. So that's the another benefit or the character bring it into Mahasi style. So I started with like always be gentle. He never used the word relax, but be gentle, and then just noting whatever you note. That's how I started. So in meditation, there's two things that we need to know. First is of course awareness, right? We practice meditation, we have to know about awareness. Second is the objects of awareness, that too. And then the third one is like what supported the awareness, like attitude, relationship, viraya, or whatever, the five faculty of the mind, like faith, effort. I try to remember word in English. Faith, effort, awareness, concentration, and wisdom. So, and then this five thing is called meditation, but at the same time, it's a supporter into the meditation practice. So, with Mahasi style, relaxation is like when I learned with Sayadaw Upanita or Venkipapanyo, relaxation is like just be gentle. But when I go to Burma, they never would use the word gentle or relaxation. They just say just note it. So they're using viraya, which is effort, is the key to practice. And then with Sayadaw U Tejaniya, he doesn't use effort as a key to practice. Is he always say be gentle, but he used the key as attitude, like the relationship between awareness and experience. And so I will come back to that, the relationship. And then so awareness, of course, in both styles is the same. And then the object. The object in Mahasi style, of course, they both the same. But when they explaining it, the object is always in the body. They want to see the goal of seeing in the body. They take the body as a main object to practice. Because taking the body as a main object to practice, they want what the goal in that is, so you can see the characteristic of the body, which is the four elements, right? The nature of the four elements. That's the goal to get into that. And then from that, you can go higher and higher. And on Sayadaw U Tejaniya's style, he never mentioned about the practice, the object. He said, whatever object is fine. You don't cultivate experience, you cultivate awareness. So whatever you know, you already aware. That's totally fine. And the reason for different is, one is effort driven. On this side is relationship driven. So that's how the difference is, and that two different. The next thing that I want to talk, I give you example for how does that work. Let's say thoughts. In meditation, everybody say that, I'm thinking so much. So in Mahasi style, say that, okay, you're thinking so much, then just keep noting, labeling, really step by step. If you note like, you sit, you will know the breathe from like from beginning to the middle to the end. And if you walk, you know you raise, you move, you place. And when you, let's say you're hearing something or seeing something, you know like started and end. Like you hear something, the sound started and end. You see something, and then you move on something else, see something else. So that is how it works with the object in the Masi style. So with thought, when you have so much thought, and then you get lost of thought. So because the Tran is to see things more clearly, to keep awareness in place. That's why you need to stay with the object. They use the body, the object, to cultivate the attention, the awareness into that. So it's not emphasis on awareness, but using the object to cultivate this. Eventually, the mind will see the awareness still be cultivated, but it's through the object. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So in Sayadaw style, in Mahasita style, the more you go to little detail in your noting, the more the awareness stick with the object. So awareness getting more and more stronger. Because of that, you need to pay attention so much to what you're doing. That's the more you pay attention, the more you cultivate awareness. In Sayadaw U Tejaniya style, he say like, no, you don't do like that, because you do like that. He not saying that not helpful. He just saying if you can do that, it's good. But you don't have all day long to do that. You have to work, you have to eat, you have to sleep. So why don't you start with recognize what's already there, being aware. Example, like right now, you know you're sitting. Yeah? You all know you're sitting, right? I hope. So if you know you're sitting, then you're already aware. So you recognize the natural awareness. Or you walk into the room that everybody's so quiet, and then you say, what's that? You're already aware of your body and mind at that moment. So that natural awareness. So the things that I learned is start to recognize what already there. Cultivate awareness by learning about yourself first. So keep recognizing that. So it's just so easy, but then you forget, because it's not always you get lost in thought. So now it's go to the thought. How can you do that when you don't remind yourself? And then he say, use your wisdom. Do you know how to remind yourself? Right? We all know how to remind ourselves. How do you know how to take when you take your pills? How do you know when you take your time to pick up your children or go to class? Right? Use your skill that you already have. Use your own intelligence. We start with that. We start with our own intelligence. So the practice is not start with like training yourself, but actually using what you already have. So the relationship with the practice is like learning about yourself with your own effort. It's not the teaching telling you what to do. You have to use that for yourself. And when you use that, you cultivate your wisdom. So with thought, when we see, oh, I'm lost in thought all the time, and he say that, then you should be happy because you know that you lost in thought all the time. So the relationship is, you know, right? That all matter. If you know, you already aware. And then because of that, you feel relationship with you and thought is not that bad. I know I'm good at that, so you keep pay attention to what I know. So he emphasis on the relationship. So he trained awareness to cultivate awareness by being curious, being like pay attention, curious, instead of training yourself, and use whatever you already have. That's the relationship with awareness. And then another thing that all the time we have problem with is pain, right? Thinking and then pain. Whenever we have pain in Mahasi style, we always say like, okay, of course they also say that relax first or be gentle first, but they never use the word. They just say like just move your body a little bit, and then or just be aware with your body. And then if you are a advanced yogi, they will ask you to go deeper in the practice, like note even more detail. And if you cannot do that, note more detail, they will say take multiple noting, like head, shoulder, and body, like 10 different locations in your body. So you distract the mind being in pain. So either you face it directly or you avoiding it with something else. So you do not, you what you they try to do, the goal in that is get through the pain. And the relationship with get through the pain is cultivate awareness. So the pain is not the ideas to practice. The practice now, awareness is a practice. So keep handle your own problem with awareness. In Sayadaw U Tejaniya style is totally different. If you have pain, ask yourself first, can you handle that? So sometimes you can handle that because something available, like you, or sometimes you cannot handle that. So what available at that moment? If you can handle that, you do it and then learn. If you cannot handle it, fine, totally move your body. As long as when you move, you know that you are moving. So the body, the object is not a problem. It is that awareness that you know. And then this is the fun thing about that. Pain, you already know your pain. It means you already have awareness. But the relationship with pain is the key. The relationship with pain, if you pushing it away, you notice that the pushing relationship, eventually you know that create aversion. And then if you like something and you pulling it, eventually you know that greed, right? So learning the relationship between your experience, that's what we want to do with pain. So if you can do it, do it. If you cannot do it, do the other way. You don't cultivate experience, you cultivate awareness. Keep doing that, no problem. So the relationship is very relaxed. You don't need to fix anything. Just see what available. You can do that or you cannot do it. So because there's emphasis on the relationship, eventually you will learn things like this. There's 3 different relationships. Yeah, one is relationship between awareness and the objects. Second, relationship between awareness and the experience, not only the object itself, but the like the practice, awareness and practice. And then finally, the relationship between you and the practice. So that another thing that very important in Sayadaw style practice. If the relationship between awareness and the object, is that you watching in order to push it away or pulling in? So that relationship between awareness and the object. The relationship between practice and awareness. What does that mean? It means that you want to keep awareness all the time, or you want to learn how awareness to arise or pass away. Right? So that's how you pay attention to awareness instead of holding it, when to hold it, or when to recognizing it. And the last thing is you and your practice, or you and awareness. Do you think awareness is yours? If you think your awareness is yours, you want to fix in it. You want to have more. You want to try. That's why you keep trying so hard in the practice. And then it comes to the point that you've been tense, focus. But if you know that awareness of the practice is not yours, it's happened in many ways, and it's happened by condition. And it's not mine. Why should I control it? Just let it be. And that's the relationship between you and the practice. So Sayadaw teaching is the emphasis is on the relationship, more focus on awareness and relationship, attitude. Mahasi style is the practice is focusing on awareness and effort. Eventually, in Mahasi style, you become advanced student. You see that you basically the same with Sayadaw Tejaniya style. And then the last one before I go to the Q&A session. With Mahasi style, when you start the practice, you learn a style yourself. Have to follow step by step. In Tejaniya style, you don't need to fix anything. Whatever you have right now, start with that. Sayadaw said, I don't teach the style. I'm teaching the wisdom. So what level of wisdom that you understand your practice, that the practice start from there. So if you have a habit of noting, fine. So see, just let the mind continue to note, and then see what else do you know beside noting, or what relationship you have with noting. See, he didn't have the step started at the beginning. So you don't learn a new thing. You start with what you have. In Mahasi style, whatever you learn, drop it, doing this way, from this zero step. Yeah, so that's all I know about this two style. Maybe I'm missing a lot. It's not like I'm an expert on both style. I just share whatever I know. So I'm welcome either Q&A on whatever question on whatever I just said, or comment on whatever I just said. I'm sure that there are people in the room knowing this style or both this practice a lot too. Yeah, go ahead. June.
Yes. So you said Mahashi is between awareness and effort, and Tejaniya is awareness and what? I think I missed that.
Oh, I see. Um, uh, Mahasi is the other one. Start Techaniya is awareness and attitude or relationship. And then the next person, Rafael.
Lienchi, thank
Yes,
you. In deep gratitude for your
thank you.
presence and for your contribution to all of us. My question is, I experienced Rafa dance between those two styles. In this particular sit, I experienced Rafa experiencing pain and I would feel that to be gentle with myself, to maybe move a little bit, or to really sit with that pain and kind of focus on something else. Is this something that I might not be enduring for me to really sit with it in a way where, okay, what's this pain really telling me, or is it just a awareness, right? Being sorry, being aware of what's going on, and now I can just maybe just stretch a little bit here and get back into the motion,
I see.
or just
Yeah.
yes, that's if
Oh, thank you for
that's
the
my
question. Yeah, this one is really common for everyone who know crossing leg sitting or have pain in your body.
yeah.
Actually, it depends on your goal. What goal that you want to have? If your goal is to be uh, like just for cultivate concentration or learning about
Mm.
pain, then no, I'm sorry, I take it back. Just cultivate pain or cultivate, learn how to ignore pain in your way. Just you say, then yes, do that. But either way
Well,
of
Lienchi,
this,
I def, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. But either style, let me talk in then the style on this particular question. In Mahasi style, you have pain, and it's not that you try to have pain and like bite your teeth and keep learning, keep going to cultivate awareness. Because if you doing that, the teacher will say you cultivate anger because you sit through it and then you will learn about the sensation of pain. It's like over, but I know that we can do it, and then eventually you cannot do it. That one. So you can do it for some reason. You can do it, and then you can learn something about it. And then all the time you cannot do it, and you cannot learn anything from that. That Mahasi style. But
Mm.
if you can learn from it, then that's good. If you cannot learn from it, then it's like keep trying. That Mahasi style. In Sayadaw Utejaniya style, we emphasize very clearly that when you can learn from it, you learn. Either way, you learn. When you learn from it, you move or not move is not a problem. You learn. What do you learn when you move? What do you learn when you not move? So if you can do it, what do you learn? If you cannot do it, what do you learn? It's not
Mm.
about get through it, ignoring it, or anything. Either way, what did you learn? So it's very clear on the learning, but in Mahasi style, like try to get through it in order for you to learn something from that. And then if you cannot do that, then you don't need to do that now. You can learn some other time, but go through it in order for to learn from it. And it's not only one
Thank you,
time.
Lienchi.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
Lienchi, there's
yes.
actually one question in the chat that's been sitting for a second by Anne. She asks, which style do you practice most?
Oh, I see. Sorry. I do not say that I practice in, how to put this way, from the Sayadaw Utejaniya. Yes, I would say I practice Sayadaw Utejaniya more, but actually it's not really true that more. But it's more like I would say I practice Vipassana, not Sayadaw Utejaniya style. And that will explanation for another time. Yeah, we're running out of time. Yeah. Yes, Lisa.
Hi, thank you. I practice in the Mahasi style, and you and I we met at Spirit Rock a little bit. But I was wondering, like for awareness, is there any difference really in just like the concept of like personal awareness between either style? Like individual awareness or more like unity or like oneness kind of awareness? Or both of them like awareness is the same?
I see. Really good question. Thank you, Lisa. I heard this question a lot too. Yeah. And it's up to the level of the person understanding of the about the practice of the person who asked the question. If their understanding of their practice is like I or the way they use in language, if they see like personal awareness, what they meant actually is seeing like they doing the job, they being aware, and it's this but when they say personal, that personal awareness, so I can see clearly this or that. But when they say it universal awareness, what they mean is they can see more than just themselves. They can see like stepping back a lot of space, that what they meant. That's my understanding when people asking this question. So come back to your question: is that the same thing or is that different thing? Actually, if you are advanced yoga at the beginning, you will see it's two different. But when you practice advanced into later on, when I say you see the same. And when I say just the beginning or advanced, I'm not talking about the time that you're practicing. I'm talking about the condition of the mind at that moment. Sometimes you practice 10 years already, but at that moment, the condition is the mind is full of delusion. So you are new yogi anyway. So your understanding, no, it's my practice, my awareness. It's not universal awareness. But I do have to understand that in the past, so I can say like, let me try to how to get in there. So you see, you can try to cultivate your awareness. But you already have that understanding, so it's become a memory or information. But you know that the true understanding is you just cannot get into it or get touched that. Does that make sense? Thank you. Okay, so almost time to go. I just want to take this time to say thank you for everyone to be here. And I really hope that this session has helped some of you to see how your practice like benefit from what style, or in what time, when to do what style, or what to do when you practice. And you should be happy that you in America, that you can see that the practice just like many tradition. If you was in Burma, or you was in Vietnam, or you was in Thailand, you don't see this much style or tradition in practice. So it's not only two style, it would be like 100 different style in America and Buddhism or meditation. Not only Buddhism, but just meditation itself. So whatever that is, if it benefits you, do that. If available to you, do that. But if it's not benefit you, it's not available, then do something else. Remember what is your priority. If your priority is you meet with your priority, then that's the right thing at the right moment to do. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Hope everybody have a good evening and afternoon. Hopefully see you back in Big Bear.
We're kind of coming to a close, Jennifer, so I don't know if we can answer, but Jennifer asked, so it's okay to mix? Mix
Of course. That's the reason I couldn't answer my question about what style I'm practice the most.
Yeah.
It's a Vipassana style.
Yeah. I think
Right.
everyone should see in the chat again. I put it in just in case anyone lost it, had gotten logged out or anything. Just in case you wanted to offer Donna, teachers are offered a stipend, but if you were touched and inspired by today's chat with Elsie, then you're more than welcome to access her Venmo or PayPal, as well as her website to see where you can find her and what she'll be teaching. Thanks so much, Elsie, for your sunny, generous presence. And thank you everyone else as well for coming and sitting with us today. And we'll see you every Wednesday at noon. Thanks everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye bye.
Bye everyone. Take care.
Thank you, Lienchi.